good volume to width ratio.
Yes, you do. Katie, I don't know why you just made me snort. Hi everybody, welcome to Chick Chat. We're nearing Thanksgiving and the girls are all in tow.
That's right. We're here.
Pinot Grigio. We've already had the braised gourmet dip, the gourmet turkey salad.
Delicious.
That is a Little Rock product.
Tell us more.
Chris Bright, I love him. Yeah.
Are you serious?
He's so sweet.
Then who taught him to talk about your turkey? We got your turkey salad. They got the jalapeno and they got the plain.
They're both
That's
so
what we're
good. I get
talking
them all the
about
time.
today. We're talking all things
Thanksgiving. But before we do, we have to start with Lisa's Oops of the Week. So Rebecca has always worried about me and said that I get word vomit, that sometimes I'll go, can I bring it back?
Okay.
So today I was volunteering for the first time with AR Kids Read. It's a great program.
Yes.
And it helps kids who are below reading level. Yeah. Well, my kids weren't. I mean, mine were. They just one tested wrong or something, but he was fine. So when I was leaving, it was my first time because they started late and I'd flown off. I crossed the pond and I was in Europe for 2 weeks. So today was my first time. And so when I was there, the lady said, "Did you park over here?" I said, "Yeah, I didn't know where to park." And she said, "Well, I locked that gate at this elementary school within the 501. I'm not going to say where. So she said, "Did you park over there?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Well, I'll have to unlock that for you." I said, "Wait, hold it." I said, "I can't find my keys," which is what I say every day. Can't find my keys. But I forgot I had my keys. I mean, my husband's keys, and he has like 3. And so mine has the big old, all this, so you can always find it. And I said, wait. I go, okay, it's his keys. I said, we switched keys. I said, my keys, I look like the janitor. To which she says, I am the janitor. And I just went, never mind. Why did I go there? Like, why couldn't I have said, why do I have to talk? Why do I have to say things that embarrass the human race?
So what did you say? Just, I'm so sorry.
I just went, I love janitors. I mean, what else would you say?
You should be like,
I
okay,
I did. I did. I was like, and then
Rebecca's like, don't touch my hair.
No. So you can definitely touch my hair.
we'll open with that for those of you who have had things. And then I said something
Awkward
last night. I can't
moments.
even discuss that one yet because that one I may be in trouble about. Because I opened my mouth when I was told don't say it.
I can't even get into awkward moments. I call them twilight moments, and when they happen, I just...
No, it's my life story, Katie. In fact, I've made a living.
Especially ones where you think you've hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah.
Like that one would have,
I was so sorry.
So
I just
sorry.
went, I go, well.
Because she wouldn't have said that. She wanted you to know.
Yeah.
Kind of
I didn't know
offended
who
me.
she was there. You know, she was, okay. Full disclosure.
Yeah.
She was in the cafeteria mopping just minutes earlier.
Now the details come out.
Right.
Yeah.
So why didn't I put it all together?
Now the details come out.
Anything else? We'll go on to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well,
What
I mean,
are you thankful for?
Yeah, right.
my husband hacked into my PayPal account.
Oh.
We can
Go ahead and do your fingers.
can.
Do it when you do your fingers like
about
this.
that.
She does this.
I'm gonna get out your long finger. Let's talk about that. That was brutal. Who can relate?
We all can.
Because, yeah.
How did he have your passcode?
It just, okay, so I had told him, because we had this app for our insurance, and I was like, oh, this is my password. I'm like, oh, that's like my password for everything.
Yeah.
And,
I love that.
Mistake number 1.
and
Learn
so-
from Katie.
Yeah, this part of the segment, learning from Kay Tanya. Anyway, so he hacked in, and I just had happened to purchase a lot of Christmas clothing items.
Yes, you did.
Because
And-
you must clothe the children.
They have to be.
They have to be clothed.
They have to be.
In matching clothing.
You're there to
They
provide
have
food
to
and
be.
shelter and clothing.
And matching clothing.
They have to be. And so, yeah.
This is Arkansas. This is the South.
Right.
He was like, why did you spend this amount on clothes? You got to take it back. I'm like, well, Etsy doesn't work like that because...
And it's
Especially with
monogrammed.
the name on it.
I'm
And your
pretty
name's
sure
on it.
our child's name's on every item already. And yeah, that's just kind of done. So we can fight it out or just get over it.
Right.
That's because I like to speed through things. I
Me
like to
too.
speed. I'm like,
I don't need to sit here
Oh, I know.
in the muck.
Right.
Very long.
on. Like, I got it.
I don't want to suffer.
Yeah.
Right. Let's move
I
on.
don't need for suffering. And
Yeah.
so, like, I'm telling you at home, like if you argue a lot with your
thinking
partner,
about the money conversation.
right? Like, I call it like Will and Grace because they're like, "Are you good? I'm good. Okay, let's get past it."
Yes.
And then you go on. Like, there's just no
How
need.
come marriage doesn't work like
doesn't
that?
happen
I don't
at my
know.
house.
I really don't know.
Yeah, well.
It should. And I just keep reminding him, I'm like, if we can bypass all of this shenanigan, ass hattery right here, we'll be a lot happier. And so, he made it last a day, which rightfully so. I mean, I probably, if it was like, if the roles were reversed, I probably would have.
He doesn't spend though, right?
Well, I mean, he does, but it's like on things that.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He doesn't spend.
No, he does not.
Yours doesn't spend, unless, no.
Well,
in
no,
mine,
like
yeah.
like
They're car
weird.
insurance.
They're weird.
someone has to
pays
be
our taxes.
the responsible one in
Right.
a relationship.
Oh, thank the
It's
Lord.
not
Or all
me.
we'd all be
Someone
making-
has to bring the fun. Someone has to keep
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I'm doing my part.
You do the money, I'll supply the jokes. Bye.
Bye.
I feel like
Okay, so we have a new thing in our marriage. So we've been married 30 years. 30 years. I mean, I'm not kidding.
Hercules.
Your parents have been married a long time too. So it's a long time. Till death do us part. But we realize after you've been married more than 10 minutes, you tell the same stories.
True.
You repeat the same stories.
Yeah.
So in Europe, we were eating pasta and bread, which is God's goodness. I mean, nectar of the gods.
I guess.
But my husband's very ketogenic and does not eat
Oh,
carbs.
so is mine. Bye.
So mine had to remind me how he doesn't eat carbs. Like, I haven't heard it 49 million times.
All day long.
All day long. So I said, hey, let's come to an agreement. I'm over there shoveling it in like this.
Yeah.
I do eat carbs.
Like, right.
Like,
I'm
I
pro-carb.
love carbs.
I'm pro-carb.
Rubbing it in.
I am a
sopping it up.
Pro-carb. Right, I'm like, what, buddy?
Yeah. Great.
I-
Shovel those on over
The
here.
carb is what holds my life together.
That's
I
right.
feel
Thank you.
like-
It makes me happy.
Yeah, yeah.
So I said, let's come to an agreement. He said, yeah. I said, I've heard that 49 million times. You may have heard a few of my stories more than once. I said, but when someone's going to tell a story that you've heard before, you hang up your imaginary sign that says, I've heard it. He goes, game on. So then anytime I had to mention that I had thyroid disease, he went, sign is coming up. And then he did one.
Raising the
Right.
Oh,
Then he did one, and I was like, and we would get so tickled.
Yeah.
So now, if I go to repeat a story, I'll just.
You're like, she's
at it again.
You're talking to someone, and you're like, oh, you skipped a meal? Oh, well, that's called intermittent fasting.
And
And
I opened my window today. Did you notice I looked at my clock
Let me
earlier?
tell you about windows.
Right.
In my language.
Yeah.
Right. So that was it. So that was my marital advice. Mallory Hardenbrooks, my friend at Channel 4, one time said when she was getting married, she was like, she's the sweetest. She's a fairy. She's so sweet. I mean,
She is.
she's a unicorn. Like, you don't know anybody like her.
Be a unicorn.
She is so sweet.
Damn.
And she was like, Lisa, what do you think the key is to a long, happy marriage? She doesn't have a bubble voice, but she's just sweet. Long, happy marriage. I go, 2 words. She said, what? And I go, deep fryer.
Hey.
She was like, I didn't know where we were going with this.
Two words. There's a lot of
So,
we could have
deep fryer, and you hold the sign up that goes, I've heard this.
Okay.
So I told,
love you. I love
right.
you.
Yeah.
If you want to tell me again, I'm not going to tell you, but I'm just sitting
I
there
mean,
with my
you're right.
Yeah.
So then I told Sydney, our daughter, and she was like, oh, you mean game on for me? I was like, yeah. Jill's mom, we can't talk because everything you tell me.
Oh, is a repeat.
I don't feel like that about you.
It's a parenting
Yes.
what they need to be doing and running their lives. So
Well,
I'm trying
but
to
I
run
think
her
it's
life.
because we're so used to having to reiterate things over
Yeah.
and over and
That's
over
it.
to them.
That's it.
Because I feel like mine's 11, especially with
You're
him.
going, go ahead.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Over and
Yes.
over and
Yeah.
over again. Turn in your homework. Did you do this? Did you
Yeah.
get this?
You're thinking,
Did-
clearly
look-
you've not heard this before.
Look,
But
he's
you're
over there.
Still be
Wash
doing
your
the
butt.
same
Wash
thing.
your hair. Wash
He's
your
over
hair.
there with the sign going, I've heard
Yeah.
it.
And I'm going to go, no, you
I
didn't.
know, no, you didn't. Right.
Yes, I know.
Have you done the sniff test yet to his armpits?
Well,
It's coming.
Ooh, no.
This
but
is it. because you're gonna smell it one day, and you're gonna go in there and you're gonna go, son, we're gonna have a lesson, and you're gonna take if you take gravel from outside, and he's got to scrub, it starts getting goopy.
Oh,
Just warning you, it's a smell.
I got visual with that.
Yeah, it's a smell unlike anything.
Fro.
It's boisting.
Well, I mean, I've smelled that smell before.
Okay, so let's talk Thanksgiving.
Downward slope
How many people do
conversations.
you have? Where do you go?
Well, it's just family, and we go to our cabin, aka deer camp, because it's right in the prime of deer season.
It is.
And heaven forbid they
Men
miss
come home.
It's my mother too.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
They miss an opportunity to slay an animal.
To shoot something, right?
Yes. And so we all caravan to deer camp, but which now let me say, deer camp is set up with like the double ovens, the big
Okay.
Oh,
like,
I've seen pictures.
kitchen, cook stove, like it's set up to
She's not roughing it, people.
yeah, well, I don't camp. And so
It's like naughty
to
pine. It looks like
to
a Ralph Lauren
accommodate.
Okay.
condo.
Yeah, it's
or-
set to accommodate folks. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that we're all there. But I have found though that as we progress and get older, the nieces get older, the nieces have babies, and then the next thing you know, it's no longer 35 people there. It's 32,000 people there, and you're just I feel like I'm in survival mode, and I hate that.
Do you have to do a lot of the cooking?
Lisa?
I know. We didn't just meet, but I thought maybe that day God
Lisa.
anointed you with some
Lisa.
special gifting.
Lisa,
the
please
green
rephrase that
beans.
question.
Subway. Is there a Subway in Cleveland County? Is what I want to
Sandwiches.
know.
I mean,
Please rephrase that question.
Who does the cooking?
No. So my mom does, and my sister.
Anita, represent.
And listen, every year I get the same spiel from my dad,
Oh, you're going to hold the sign up.
who can relate, that if you would pay attention to how the
Oh!
stuffing's made, you could be
Oh.
and one day we're not going to be around for this. And
We
you're
call
gonna
that a
have to-
burn. And
Yes.
you'll say someday you won't be around for it, and we're going to go to the Capitol Hotel and have lunch.
I mean, it is exactly where I go with that. And I'm like,
Right.
and I will call in the turkey, and
Right.
I will go to all of my other favorite places for the sides.
You know, I really do. That's what I do. Because I have 30 people,
and
and
do you cook?
I do.
Oh, tell us more.
do you do the dressing?
No, I don't. I have done the dressing. I make the pies.
No, I do that.
I
No, I
do
do. I do
pies.
a lot of side dishes.
I mean,
I don't do
I
dressing.
do those things.
Yeah.
It kind of changes. I don't have like this is. I mean, I do usually do pies. I've been doing cinnamon rolls the last couple
Ooh,
years.
Those are always
The like
delightful.
Pioneer woven cinnamon
Yes.
rolls, and you
I haven't made
bring
those
you
in
make them the
years.
night. You give them to them the night before, and they have them
Yes.
on Thanksgiving morning to watch the Macy's
Yes,
Day Parade.
yes.
And that's very fun.
I'm
might-
sold. That's
Again,
huge.
it's so good.
We are pro carb.
So that's your thing. So that's like a
Clearly.
tradition you do. Like you
We
make
do.
that to do.
I love the parade.
What
I
other
think it's so fun.
traditions?
What are the tricks up your sleeve?
Um,
Wait, how many at your Thanksgiving? Do you go to the Davises?
Well, just our immediate family is 20 some odd. There's
Yeah.
a new baby every year. So
Yeah.
that's a big crew. Usually the night before we go to my dad's families.
Yeah.
This year, we're going the night before. We're going because everybody comes in town. So, and then the night up and the night after. So, and then Eli's family. So
It's Foodapalooza.
it's a lot of.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like
People-
at mine, I feel like I'm in survival mode because we have what we call big boys down at deer camp, right? And
I mean, second helping.
these boys aren't
Big boys.
just I'ma just grab a piece here and a piece there. Like they're stacking up. Like they're not gonna have another meal for the rest of their day.
They're not. They're headed out to the wilderness
Well,
to
So
provide
how
for
many,
their families.
how many do you all accommodate then? How many?
Oh, I'm sure it's like 40.
That's a lot.
It's like 40 something.
Because I do about 30, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
The
There's
problem
got
is,
to be 40 once we have like Aunt Tamara's.
Yeah,
whole
that's
thing.
true.
Anybody outside of our immediate family, well, then you're up to. I mean, I
Yeah.
think at like Aunt Libby's, there's probably 60.
Yeah.
Or so.
where does she get all the tables? That's where I need.
She
I
does
need-
have
I
lots
need
of
more
tables.
card tables.
Oh, we have to bring out fold outs.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
I
we
do.
have to haul a whole
Do you have
truckload
any?
of
I need a.
fold-outs.
I need a one more
I do
card
think I have
table.
one.
Do you have one? Okay.
So how
I'm
do
short.
you guys handle, because this is kind of where our family's going, and then maybe those of you that are watching, if you have any suggestions, help me out.
Help us this out.
How do y'all handle, because as it gets, grows and grows and grows,
Yeah.
and families grow and people have more kids and more kids, like, do you keep accommodating, or do you say
Cut it
at
off.
some point, like, your family has broken off
We've
and
got a
become
3-child maximum.
its own
3-child maximum.
Sorry, those
Sarah
kids,
Baker may
this
not be
is like
going.
China. Yeah,
But you know
sorry,
what I
we're
mean?
done
Like
here.
it has become its own like entity.
Right.
Yes. So like how do you handle that? And then what do you say?
You let them make the decision.
But
They'll come
Bring
to
out
you.
another card table.
But
Yeah,
what
bring
if
another
what if they are the type that would never make that decision?
Then
so
you don't
just
make
never
it for
say
them.
anything.
It's just one meal.
Is that just like Southern
And just
girl
hush.
etiquette?
Right, just
304?
hush. Right. You're just going to have to,
Heartbeat.
yeah.
Because,
Wait,
you know, I
do
have
they bring
learned-
food? Do they help?
No.
Well, you tell them
This
what
is
to
it.
bring.
It's time.
Well, but only because my dad refuses to eat from other people's homes.
Oh, some people are that way because they might have a cat and there's cat hair in their
So
food.
you know what I mean. So he
That doesn't bother
likes
me.
he
Or
likes
me
Bring
either.
food to me.
Cats,
I'm
dogs,
gonna eat it.
emus, I'll eat it all.
I don't care.
Our other thing is we invite strays, people that have no place to go. So we'll have TV
Oh,
people
so
who
sweet.
are from out of town, or so Sydney.
Someone you've met. And
Yeah.
You're like, you don't have anywhere to go? Come on.
No, totally. So, but
That's
because of that,
sweet.
well, you kind of
That
get
is sweet.
the League of Nations of all these people because Sydney's taught at a school where it was 40% Hispanic, 60% African American. So a lot of the teachers were from other countries.
Right.
So she brought Maritza, who made from Puerto Rico. I'll find the recipe and we'll post it. Y'all, it's the best thing.
An unforgettable dish.
That year, it was
What
a
is it?
drink. It was sweetened
bet.
condensed milk with rum. Hello.
I'm in.
I know. And like milk
Okay.
and something, I can't remember what it was called.
Mama's butter.
It was Mama's butter. Y'all, we started with those shots one year. We're like,
Oh,
who from another
hell.
country can come this year and bring hooch? Because American hooch is nothing.
Yeah.
So, no, we start early and often. And then
Yeah.
last year, I looked and it was 5 o'clock. You know, we eat about 12:30 or 1 or so. 5 o'clock, and Gibson had taken the whole bottle of wine. He's like, I'm polishing that one off. And I went, simmer down there, buddy.
Like,
This isn't a race.
Mahalo, Gibson.
Right. This isn't a race, buddy.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I get the cheese straws. Janice and Melanie, J&M, I think is who it is. It's the Params. We start with cheese straws, and we might do a little charcuterie, some meats and cheeses. So here is a Fisher favorite recipe that we can go ahead and jot this one down. So
And we'll post below.
Chris's grandmother, little Meemaw, you know, she'd get up and she'd start rolling out stuff and making biscuits and all that. And then she'd whip out the apricot pie. Have you had the apricot pie at my house? So you get the dried apricots, and you kind of want the ones from California. Oh,
Okay.
shoot, I have to order them today. CaliforniaKing.com, because Meemaw said the California ones are better than the ones
Is this
from...
is this for a pie?
For pie. You cook down dried apricots. You chop them up. That's what Anna Margaret comes in. Chops them up.
And you know why they're dried? Because I watch
What?
You know my show that I watch.
Oh,
The British baking
baking
show.
show,
Yes. Tell me.
Because if they have too much moisture, it messes with the baking and it messes with your rise.
Oh,
See,
totally
you're valuable. You have value
You're
to add
so
to cooking
important.
and baking.
Listen,
You're so important.
Listen.
So chop. Then you cover them with water, put them on the stove, but don't start watching the British baking show, because what will happen is they'll burn because there's so much sugar in them.
So you're heating them.
Yes, just cook them down, and then you mash
Okay.
them like mashed potatoes, right?
Okay.
You take a cup of sugar,
Ooh.
you pop it in, and then you take a little
Sold.
taste, and it's your mouth's gonna squirt.
I mean,
right
I'm
there.
already like.
I know. You put it in a little
feel
pie
like
crust,
you've just made
and you
like a
do it
jelly.
like a cherry pie. Who has apple pie as the double crust? You do a double crust, you slit it, put that sucker in the oven for 40 minutes at 375
Bada
or
bing,
whatever.
bada bing.
Y'all,
Shabam, kapow.
y'all, shabam, wow.
Tell me, sister.
That's it.
Wait, you just
Wow.
mash them up with the sugar?
You mash them up, cook them down. It has water, and then
Do
a
the
cup of
cookie
sugar.
and you turn yourself around?
And that's it. And you have another shot of Maritza's
That's right.
drink she brought. That's it, y'all.
Okay.
People love it.
So what is your like dish of all dishes?
Oh, my great aunt Irene, the last few years, has been making these Brussels sprouts
Oh, I love Brussels sprouts.
I do
that
too.
she like puts Italian dressing on them, like pickles them, and so
Yeah.
you just eat them with toothpicks. Yes, like as an appetizer.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm trying to think.
Come on, Irene.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
swear.
seeing them in the crystal bowl, thinking,
Aunt, come
want
through,
those.
Aunt Irene.
I know.
Great Aunt Irene's. Those are.
Okay, that's a good one.
Those are
I
good.
don't know. You might have lost me at pickled though.
Well,
love it.
I
I
mean,
mean, I
pickled if
do-
they were. It's not in pickled juice, but
No,
it's like
okay.
because
They've been
they're
brined.
my
They
mouth
brined
have a brine.
in
You
the
know,
Italian dressing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
they're kind of like
They're
They're
cold.
they're cold.
And they're cold. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and they're in that.
So she's already cooked them down or blanched them.
She
to
must
get
because
them
they're soft.
They're pretty hard. You know.
right, because I'm
Yeah. You have to be careful. You know, you may
Yes.
lose a molar.
Yeah.
What about you? Favorite thing?
Well, straight dessert. Okay, so it's just basically you take a pecan pie and you put it on top of a cheesecake, and it's
They marry? They hook up?
heaven. Comes down, it blesses you. You are blessed.
Wait.
You go on with your life.
So do you say, "Hey, cheesecake, I got somebody for
I
you."
mean, you like
You do it
basically-
yourself?
Yes, like you basically like make your cheesecake, or you can we've even gone to like Walmart and done like the quick cheesecake little
Oh, yeah.
mix of wickamaroo.
Yeah.
But then my mom has like her pecan pie recipe, and you lay it on top.
So what does she do though with the pie plate? She dumps it over?
Well, it's in one of those tins. and
Oh,
you
a
have to-
mold.
Yeah,
like a
spring-
cheesecake, a
yes.
spring form
It's
board.
in a mold,
Spring form
and
pan.
then you
Okay.
have to put it in the refrigerator because it has to set, to kind of like
Okay.
harden all together.
Consummate the marriage.
But then consummate the marriage.
Consummate the marriage. On that one, we're going to take a little break here. Stay tuned. And we're back. Katie is making us laugh. Are we going to do chick finds first?
Yes, let's
Okay.
do.
I'm going to start because I got a new contraption. I went and got something that's a little.
Oh.
That is this.
Don't be sick.
Wait, because I do Facebook Lives. I'm kind of a big deal, people, in the
Listen,
Facebook media
you
world.
traded because you wanted to be able to hit that high note.
Hit that high note.
And you are.
Oh, wait.
That's impressive.
Still
It
talking.
is.
Keep talking.
Okay,
about
so
that.
that doesn't do the thing.
Is this
where
a job?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Jobby?
No.
And what's the price point difference on this?
Well, both pieces. Look at this. So a lot of times when I do Facebook Live, what
comes with a
happens
light?
is, wait, stand by. Hold,
Please hold.
When you do a Facebook Live at a business, sometimes you can't see the products, and I'm
Right,
there
the
to
lighting.
I'm there to talk about products.
Right.
That goes with it.
Oh.
It goes to your phones in there and that.
Okay.
And so when you do your Facebook Live, ta-da! The
Da-da-da-da.
problem with that fancy thing was there was no light.
There was not a light.
And we all look younger and thinner with a good light.
Amen.
We
Thus,
do.
the lights we have in
Hence-
here as if we're in NBC News.
Hence the
We
ring.
basically are.
They basically
Hence
are.
all of the rings.
So those are my favorites. This is the Obi-Wan Kenobi, the OIB 120.
That'd be 120. Okay.
This is the Telepod, both from Bedford Camera and Video.
Okay. Wonderful.
And
So
you,
I
Rebecca, you go next.
already feel like
I've been knighted.
Hey, you've been knighted.
feel like I need one of those too.
Okay. So these are called Lobe Wonder. So I'm a fan of big earrings.
Really?
Yes.
Had
We
no
could
idea.
not tell.
I know.
No
I like 'em.
idea.
And so I like these, but the problem is when you wear them often, it starts to hurt.
How low
The
can
ears-
it go?
Yes.
I know. That's why I don't wear
Exactly.
them.
Hang
I know.
low.
So I mean,
Do they
I do
roll?
like these little. Oh, these are the cute Millie Mae collection. And these are acrylic, and so these are not heavy. But I do like some of the heavier ones. And so I've gotten these before. Kendra Scott sells them. But whenever I used them all up, I went
Oh.
to this.
They're not reusable.
Oh,
then?
good. This box is empty, so they're back there in my
right.
dresser. But
Well, great.
what you do is they're clear stickers. They're like patches, and they attach to the back of your earlobe. So you put the sticker on there, and then you push your earring through the sticker so that it's supporting your
That's
earlobe.
brilliant.
It's the Wonder Bra of earlobe
It is.
thingies.
It's
pulling
Perfect.
and
Got
up
it.
supporting.
Got it.
Brilliant.
And so I don't think you do reuse them. Like this had 60 patches. I got
The
them off
Spanx
Amazon
for
and
the
it was
lobe.
less than $10.
Thanks for the lube.
I love it.
Hello.
It helps.
Hello, can you go?
Earlobe support patches
They
for
can get
earrings.
very lobe.
Very lobe. And you, my friend, what do you have over
Well,
there?
in the theme of Thanksgiving, I started a new tradition with my family. Enter
We love
Mr. Turkey Lurkey. That's what my kids named him. But you can buy them on turkeyonthetable.com. And so what he does when you purchase your little turkey guy, look how cute he is, and he's got all that, like who knows what that is, but it's cute. You also feed a family for Thanksgiving. So through Feeding America. So it's
my heart is warmed.
It's a give back, but I thought it was a great way to start like integrating into my children's lives, the reason why we're thankful, what are we thankful for, what does it mean to be thankful. And so it comes with different feathers and short and long ones. And the short ones are up front, and the long ones you stack in the back. And you write every day, it's for every day until Thanksgiving, what you're thankful for as a family. And so, and then on Thanksgiving.
Do you write Ella's for her?
Yes.
So sweet. What's she thankful for?
So she's been thankful for baby dolls.
So sweet.
For bath colors. She's been thankful Wi-Fi. Someone's thankful for Wi-Fi.
Rebecca and I.
Yeah.
What did Ella say?
Stickers?
Oh, she said my Bubba and my Peston and Mama and Dada. And so she was thankful for us. And then stickers.
Who's thankful he's alive?
Well, it's funny that you say that, and it's kind of funny, but hashtag not funny.
What?
So my nephew, not going to mention his name, obviously.
Oh,
but,
no, is this a sad story?
well, I'm just going to make it very brief. But he's been going through a lot. And, I think Thanksgiving is the best time to kind of like take a collective poll of your family and just kind of like tap into them if you haven't all year long. And he's been going through a lot, and he's just 16. And I've been having him come to my house every Monday to kind of like
give him a purpose,
get positivity in this poor kid's life, and so I, and then the turkey was on the table, and I was like, Connor, you're writing a feather, and so
that was his.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad you included him.
Yes.
Oh wait, now I have to really read it.
He's happy to be alive, and he's happy that he has food, Wi-Fi, water, family, and animals.
Okay,
And
those are
so
tears.
I can breathe.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
And that I can breathe. And he had a really hard time, and we went as a family through some really crazy things that I wish upon no one at all. And he's.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, he's out of it, But and that's why I wanted to bring this, just because life can be, and you go through a lot.
Yeah.
And you just, you know what I mean? Like you just get.
You don't even know you cuss.
I don't even know.
That's what's so cute.
It just came. Sorry, it just kind of came out. But it does, it just weighs you down.
You're right.
You need reminders that
There's always something to be thankful for.
always.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little.
I need something frivolous now.
I know. Media minute.
My media minute came from Rebecca Folks, and it is "Girl, Wash Your Face."
Oh yes.
Download it, listen to it on Audible. It's
The
fabulous.
Audible is, I would think, almost better than the book.
'Cause it's her
she
inflection.
does such a great job reading it. That you
Okay.
feel like you kind of know her.
Oh, we're
because
best
of her
friends. I mean,
inflections.
what do you mean?
Yes.
We are best
Yes.
friends.
But-
Rachel Hollis is her
Okay,
name.
so what is
She's
it? What
darling.
is it about? Like,
It tells her story. She's an entrepreneur. She's a girl boss. She's a mom of 3, and then she adopted a foster child. Right, the 4th one.
She adopted. Yes. I think it's something about the however many lies that you're believing,
and then
it's keeping
yes,
you from being who you
your
really
best
are.
self,
Being
right?
your best
But
self.
she opens with kind of her story, what
Okay.
she's done.
She has a
and
really
then-
great story.
Yeah, she's great. It's just so
Okay.
it was on the New York Times bestseller list.
For weeks
yeah.
and weeks.
So she's real
Wow.
endearing, and she's like besties with Jen Hatmaker, who's an evangelist and pastor wife in Austin, right, Texas. So she just has a lot. She has a lot of charisma. But she is a girl boss, and she's raising these kids with her husband, and their 4th kid, and she's killing it. And so it's real encouraging just to hear her.
So it'd be a great listen while you're traveling. For
Yes.
the holidays.
It is.
Yes.
It's an easy listen.
Yes.
It's cute.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Okay, what you got?
Okay.
What you got, girl?
I've been reading a lot of books lately because I'm working all next week and doing a bunch of training, and so I found this book on my bookshelf, and I had never read it.
Yes.
But of course, I've heard about it my whole
it?
life, and it's called How to Win Friends and Influence People.
By the one and only Dale
Dale
Carnegie.
Carnegie.
There's a Dale Carnegie
And
course.
you know about
everything.
this book?
Oh,
Oh,
he
and
is.
yes.
He is like the consummate, is how that's really pronounced,
Okay.
communicator.
Yes.
Okay.
He is like, for those of us that have ever, even just not broadcasters, anyone who's led a group of people go, what did Dale Carnegie say?
Or cares about
Really?
relationships.
Okay.
Relationships,
Because
yes.
influence is, you can't
Yes.
influence anyone if you don't have
There's still a
relationship.
Dale Carnegie course or
Course,
school
like a
here.
leadership, like
Yes,
certification for
yes.
speaking
Yes.
and
Okay.
Yes.
things like that. And so
Okay.
I've been reading it, and you can
Oh,
tell that
tell
it's
us, break-
basically from days of yore, like
I
the language, like
know.
and just what's going on, on the political landscape.
The
So
earth had just cooled when he wrote the book.
I think the divorce rate, he says in here, is now 14%, and he's
And it was an
concerned.
epidemic.
17%.
It was
yeah.
an epidemic.
And
And
you
he's
still find it relatable?
I did, and so
Yeah, okay.
I loved every
Oh, I
so
love
few
this.
chapters. It's like in a nutshell, like 10 things to do this or not. And so this is 6 ways to make people like you.